Hey there, Janae with Palin Projects here, and in this video I'm going to be planting up my seeds. So you're probably going to see this intro a couple different times. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I also want to break this into multiple different videos for you guys in order to provide you with the most amount of detail in the shortest amount of time. So you don't have to go searching through a big long video to find the plant that you're looking for or the plants that you're looking for. So again, I'll probably play this multiple times and then I'll get into the specific plants that I will be planting from seed today. A couple things that are probably going to be similar across the board. Not probably, they will be similar across the board. I am using a potting mix today. I don't typically use a seed starting mix. One, it doesn't provide a lot of nutrients, so I find myself supplementing with fertilizer. Nothing wrong with that. It's just an extra step later on, and I get just as good germination rate out of potting mix as I do seed starting mix. The other thing is I will be using seed starting trays. So I have a whole bunch of trays cleaned, and then I have like 6 packs or the seed starting plugs that you can buy from any garden center or department store. I'll be starting some plants in those, and then I'm going to be trying a soil blocker today as well. I think this is a 1.5 inch, maybe a 2 inch, 2 inch, it's a 2 inch soil blocker. There are 4 spaces in it, so it will fit perfectly into a tray, and so I will just block all the way down, and then I may make like 2 blocks and split the blocks out among the length of this, because I could technically get 5 blocks, I think, into a seed starting tray, but I want to leave a little bit of room in order to water the plants and make sure that everything gets watered nicely in these trays. So I'll be giving a review on this soil blocker and seeing if I like it or if I'll just stick to the plugs. We'll see after this year. The other thing that I will be using today are a Sharpie marker to write down the type of seed and what vegetable it is. So I'll do like, like Copenhagen cabbage. So it's the type of cabbage and then the actual, like, it's a cabbage. Yeah, I'll be doing that as well, just so that I don't have to go back and reference my seed packets to know whether it's a tomato, cabbage, pepper, you know, that kind, because I mean, they're pretty fun names, and you wouldn't necessarily know the name or what vegetable it is from the name. The other thing I'm going to be using today are these markers, or these plant tags. I'm just going to write the name on the plant tag. I have, I think, 100. I have 100 tags here today. I hope it's enough. I'm going to be starting 9 seed trays, hopefully, this evening. I have flowers, I have vegetables, just the gamut of items that I want to start. So if I don't finish tonight, then I'll go into tomorrow. I am using Pro Mix. Oh, sorry, Maverick, for scaring you. It comes in a bag like this. I call it a bale. It's compressed potting mix. That's just what I'm using today. I've used a variety of different potting mixes. I do have my Rubbermaid tub, so if you've watched me do my seed starting videos before, or any like potting videos, I typically have like a Rubbermaid box, and then I throw all of my potting mix in there, and then I throw a couple pitchers full of water in there to moisten that, pre-moisten that potting mix. I moisten it to the point, let me grab a handful here, where like I can form it and it stays, if you can see that. So it stays in that clump, it doesn't fall apart. Like there is a little bit of falling apart, but a little bit, I think that's just because my hand's not big enough, a little bit of potting mix that came off. But for the most part, it stays formed. It's not like dripping wet, but it's well moisturized, I guess is the word for it. The other thing I have is a trowel. This is nothing fancy. I think it's from the Dollar Tree, to be honest. And then if I want to, I have my gloves as well. This potty mix doesn't seem to be woody. I don't know if you guys get this, but with some potting mixes, I get like slivers. I'm not getting that from this Pro Mix. So I probably won't use gloves today just because I work a little bit better without gloves as well. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I do have covers or plastic domes to put over these to keep the humidity in for germination. So I'll put those over these trays when I'm done. I don't have one sitting here to show you, but I'll show you when I go and place them. And yeah, I think that's it for kind of likeness throughout this seed starting series of videos. So let me get into some varieties. Quick, brief overview. The vegetables I'm going to start today are peppers, tomatoes, herbs, broccoli. I don't think I have any Brussels sprouts. Honestly, Brussels sprouts didn't do too good for me last year. So I might save the space from the Brussels sprouts and plant more broccoli, cabbage, and artichokes, which I don't know if these need to be, yeah, no, okay. They don't need to be cold stratified, so we're good. So these are all of the like high level varieties that I'm going to be planting today. I'll go into detail of each individual type that I will be planting and kind of a rough estimate of how many of each I will be planting as well. So first up on my list, let's talk about flowers. I'm going to start my flowers in the plug trays, so I'm not going to soil block them. I probably will soil block the majority of my vegetables though, I think. We'll see. But for flowers, I cold stratified some Munstead lavender. You can see that beautiful purple. It's an English heirloom variety packed full of essential oils and is sought after because of it. Extremely fragrant, perfect for use in cooking, crafts, and decorating. 12 to 18 inches tall, the perfect lavender for container gardening because of its smaller growing habits. 15 to 24 days to germination, 90 days till maturity, and it needs to be planted 5 to 9 inches apart. The other lavender I'm going to grow is True Lavender. I grew this last year. Dried flowers and leaves give a lovely scent. 15 to 20 days to germination. Plant height is 16 to 24 inches. And spacing is 12 inches. Great for flavoring vinegars and jellies, or dry and collect flower stems in summer, tie them together at the base and hang. So what I'm wanting to do with the lavender is basically hedge out my half moon garden with lavender. So I'm going to be planting a full plug tray of lavender to get enough for that area. If I have too much, great, it'll go in other areas of my garden, or I'll give them away. Carnation La France. There you go. It's a light pink carnation. I've never grown carnations before. Delicate classic variety with beautiful blush pink tones, double bloom, frilly petals, clove-like fragrance, outshines many stems in your collection. You can use their petals to garnish salads or bake into cookies. Each plant will grow 24 to 30 inches tall and produce 10 to 20 stems. Days of germination, 14 to 21. Plant spacing is 6 to 12 inches. Yeah. I'm excited for this one though, because I've never grown carnations before, so that'll be another one. Gaillardia Lollipop. Native to North America, making an ideal choice as a low maintenance and showy wildflower. Breathtakingly beautiful and is irresistible to pollinators. Start indoors 8 to 10 weeks before last frost. 14 to 21 days to germination. 12 inches apart for plant spacing. It is frost hardy, and it needs full sun basically. So these are the 4 different types of flowers that I'm starting right now. I do have a stack, and when I say a stack, I mean like a stack of flowers that I'm going to be starting. I'll start a bunch next week and the following week after that. said, I wanted to give you guys an in-depth look at everything that I'm planting this year. So for flowers, first up is the Munstead Lavender. We have a lavender farm just down the road. I'll see if I can get a tour of that this fall. But I wanted to grow Munstead Lavender. It's an English heirloom variety, packed full of essential oils, and is the most sought after because of it. Extremely fragrant, perfect for use in cooking, crafts, and decorating. Grows between 12 to 18 inches tall. Perfect lavender for container gardening because of its smaller growing habits. So the Munstead, Munstead, and then I have a true lavender as well. I'm looking at doing a hedge in my half moon garden, which I'm very excited about. So the next up is the true lavender. I planted, I believe, about a half. Munstead, I did a full tray. True lavender, I did about a half a tray. Longtime favorite of herb enthusiasts, attractive plant with fragrant purple flowers, aromatic leaves that can be used fresh or dried, edible flowers. So that's pretty exciting on that one. Dried flowers and leaves give a lovely scent to sachets and potpourri, or use fresh or to flavor vinegars or jellies. Might have to do that. You know, try some vinegar flavoring and some jelly flavoring. I didn't think to do that, so that's exciting. To dry, collect flower stems in summer, tie together at the base, and hang bunches upside down in a warm, airy, shady location. So I'm excited to try those in a couple different varieties. I did one row of celosia. Celosia. I've heard it's pronounced a couple different ways, but I'm doing the Rainbow Plume mix, gorgeous jewel-toned mix of landscape and cut flower design. 3-foot tall plants topped with feathery flames of color adds a pop of high contrast color to fresh or dried arrangements. A gorgeous cut flower that is easy to grow and reliable. So that's why I'm growing that. I want to try and use them for cut flowers, just filler flowers out in my garden, and I think they'll be beautiful. So the last two, I think that's the last two, Gaillardia Lollipop Mix, native to North America, making it an ideal choice as a low maintenance and showy wildflower. Breathtakingly beautiful and is irresistible to pollinators. So I'm excited to try these guys. I think they'll be a beautiful addition. So plant spacing 12 inches apart. Frost hardy is a yes. So that's exciting. Yeah, that's exciting. That'll be a good filler flower. The last one is my Carnation La France. It's kind of like a soft pink color. Delicate classic variety with beautiful blush pink tones. The double bloom of this dianthus has frilly petals that have strong clove-like fragrance that will outshine many stems in your collection. You can use their petals to garnish salads or bake into cookies. Each plant will grow 24 to 30 inches tall and produce 10 to 24 stems. To harvest, as a cut flower, utilizing clean shears at the base of the stem, the optimal time to harvest is when 1 or 2 blossoms have started to open, ensuring the others to bloom in the vase. To harvest for culinary purposes, remove the petals from the bud and stem as they can be very bitter. Vase life is 14 days. So I will be using this as a cut flower, and then I'll try it in some cookies or salads or something like that as a garnish as well. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited that a lot of my flowers this year are going to have a dual purpose. You know, that's always a benefit in my garden, and that's something that I want to teach my family, and you know, be able to grow something sustainable as well, something that we can add into our dishes and not only like brighten the color, but you know, brighten the nutritional value as well. Not that flowers have a lot of nutritional value, but I am planning on planting some other items that will have medicinal purposes as well. So those are going to be coming in a couple other videos. So the other items that I have left to plant for my next few videos are my herbs and cabbage, broccoli, and my artichoke. So kind of are they brassicas? I think they're brassicas. Yeah, they're brassicas. So kind of like my brassica-ish category as well. And my tomatoes. So I have my tomatoes. So I'm running out of room on my grow light stand. But I think I'm gonna do 3 trays of tomatoes, probably a tray of my brassicas, and then a tray of my herbs, and that will pretty much fill my grow light stand. But yeah, again, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy me going through the back of the packets, watching me plant them. I'll give you updates throughout the spring on how they're doing, how I'm doing with maintaining them, and you know, keeping them alive, because that's always a challenge too. Just because I've planted the seed doesn't mean that they're going to live and make it to my garden. So I have to be diligent about making sure that they're happy in their spots too. So but yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. We'll see you in the next seed video once I pick that up. So we'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks. Bye.